Happy Thursday! And this week we're going to be talking about the 5 things that you should not, under any circumstances, bring with you to college. I don't care if you're a freshman or a senior. If you're moving into a dorm specifically, do not bring these 5 things. Just don't do it. Number 1, all your clothes. Now, unless you're one of those people that has like 7 t-shirts, 2 pairs of jeans, and you know, an inadequate number of underwear and socks, which, let's face it, most of us aren't, there's no reason for you to bring your entire wardrobe to college. First, because you're going to have to move it in and out every single year. If you don't plan on wearing something more than 6 or 7 times a semester, then just don't bring it as a rule. I know from experience that it's very difficult. I actually had so many t-shirts that my mom recently made me a t-shirt quilt out of all of my old ones that either don't fit or got stains on them. T-shirt quilt. Oh look, it's a Breeze on World t-shirt that I had a long time ago. It's so big! And on the back there are dinosaurs. Okay, but the point of that was that I have a lot of t-shirts, but I knew and I found out after my freshman year that I really did not need to bring all of them, because how often was I going to find a reason to wear my eBay shirt? Alright, item 2. Furniture. In the case of my college, we're not actually allowed to bring any kind of wooden furniture into our dorm rooms because they're worried about bed bugs spreading. I don't really know the rules to other colleges, but honestly, I can't think of a reason why you would need to bring furniture into your dorm room, or at least, you know, big bulky furniture that you can't like take apart. And if you think bringing like an extra bag of clothes is inconvenient to unpack, think about moving in and out a futon for 4 years. I mean, if you're getting your own apartment, that's an entirely different scenario because most of the time they won't be pre-furnished like dorm rooms are, but otherwise, there's no reason for you to be lugging that stupid futon around. Just buy the cheap little racks or closet hanging things at Target and move on with your life. Thing 3, gaming devices. Now, if I'm gonna be totally honest with you, I would, in my own opinion, suggest that you just don't bring any gaming devices at all. But that's just because I'm not a gamer, so keep that in mind. My reasoning is that there's gonna be someone down the hall with a PS2 that you can go play on, and not only will that save you from having to bring it yourself, but you'll also be forced to be social in order to play games. But if you're someone who does game a lot, if nothing else, just bring one and a couple of games, because you don't have the time or the space to be dealing with all of those gaming devices. You'd be surprised what kind of things happen when you leave the confines of your Modern Warfare game. 4, books and DVDs. If you're like me and you go to college more than a 3-hour plane ride away from home, it's just not feasible to bring, you know, your entire library of DVDs and books, because as much as you will want those comforts in college, they take up a lot of space. Plus, on the DVD side of things, most colleges, if not all of them, have a DVD section of the library where you can check out movies for free, and then you don't have to worry about moving them in and out every move-in day. You just bring them back after you've watched them. Practicality aside, though, I completely understand wanting to bring, you know, your favorite book or your favorite movie, because sometimes when you're that far away from home, you need a little bit of nostalgic comfort that'll remind you of where you felt safe for the past 18 years. So, kind of like the gaming, just be smart about it. Maybe just bring your favorite 2 movies that always cheer you up no matter what happens, and your favorite 2 books. And finally, number 5, your old wounds. Now this one is kind of a meta thing, it's not like a physical thing that you shouldn't bring, but it's important to leave back at home nonetheless. More than likely, you're gonna go to college somewhere where no one knows who you are, or at the very most, 4 or 5 people might know you or remember you from high school. And the rest of the people at your college will have no idea what your life was like before you arrived on campus. That is, unless you really obsessively document your life on the internet. The people that you meet in college aren't going to have any context for your personality. They're going to take it as it is. So if you have bridges that are still being burned down, if you have old wounds, if your boyfriend just left you, if you hate your dad, if you were bullied every day for 7 years, they're not going to know that, and frankly, they're not going to care. Because it's college. It's time to grow up. That context no longer exists, so you're going to have to start justifying the way you act to people who don't know you other than the person that they met 5 minutes ago. And if they don't like that person they met 5 minutes ago, even if you think with context they might, it's too late. So leave those old wounds at home. Don't drag them forward into your college life because no one else is going to understand or care. College is a time for reinvention, for growing up, and most importantly, for moving on. It doesn't matter what happened in your past anymore. You've got more or less a clean slate. Now it's up to you to decide what you're going to do with that opportunity. So don't waste it. So there you go. Those are the 5 things that you should absolutely not, under any circumstances, bring to college with you. So as for me, I'm moving into my new dorm in 2 days. Thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful, and I will see you next Thursday. Do you guys like how I didn't reference my hair at all? It's red. My hair is red. Well, underneath I made it purple again. So my hair is red and purple.